Race number 7, Maitland. Set. Green light, away. Peggy Sue Shannon, no pace from the inside gate. Who's a Ginger's going to be prominent early. Rococo is going quickly, looking to take it on in the early part. And right about her is tracking Rococo over from out wide as Caesar Real goes for a gallop. Dean Ace's Peggy Sue Shannon go past it, as does our Bushwhacker. And back towards the rear now, Catch a Ruby, and Caesar Real is out of business as they head up towards the home bend on the first occasion. And they've got about a mile left to run. And the leader holding the inside was Who's a Ginger. So Who's a Ginger held that inside and held the running over right about her, who now goes to second. Peggy Sue Shannon lands leaders back third. Rococo eases, gets the one out trail. Our Bushwhacker next, and then came Dean Aces. Around them going quickly now as they head into the back straight was Golovkin, so it's going forward, perhaps looking for the spot outside the leader. Catch a Ruby is now back to third last. Second last is Dean Aces, and now just tacking on Caesar Real, but has had to do a stack of work to get there. Into the back straight they run. Lead time was 30.4. And the leader is the favourite, and odds-on favourite Who's a Ginger over Golovkin, who's worked up into second spot. Peggy Sue Shannon hasn't spent a penny third. Leader's back. Right about her, now with cover 1-1. Our Bushwhacker 3-back pegs. And then Rococo, who's now been shuffled back to 3-back the outside. It was vying for the lead early on. Further back in the event was Catch a Ruby on the inside of Dean Aces and Caesar Real at the rear. No pace on at all. 33.1 was the first quarter of the last mile. Into the straight they run. Who's a Ginger is the leader. Second on the outside, Golovkin. Peggy Sue Shannon third. Fourth is right about her. Then Rococo. Dean Aces taking off from the rear 3 wide. Our Bushwhacker was next, and they were followed by Catch a Ruby, and Caesar Real sees them all as they head into the back. 31-1 second quarter. 64.2 was the first half. Who's a Ginger on top. Leads narrowly over Golovkin, who's edging a little bit closer. Then Peggy Sue Shannon right about her. Peeling out now, Dean Aces making its run. Then our Bushwhacker, followed by Rococo, Catch a Ruby, and Caesar Real. Down the back past the 400. 28.5 third quarter. Who's a Ginger and Golovkin going together. Dean Aces chiming in 3 wide. Peggy Sue Shannon behind them. And then came Rococo, our Bushwhacker. And Caesar Real's having the cheek to tack onto this field and start and make a sprint 4-5 wide. Who's a Ginger in front but under pressure over Golovkin. Dean Aces, Rococo, and Caesar Real coming to the outside. Could it get up? In front is Who's a Ginger. Caesar Real is charging down the outside. Caesar Real and Who's a Ginger, they hit the line. Almost a dead heat. Nothing in it. Caesar Real is on the outside fence. Who's a Ginger closer to the inside. Nothing in it. Our Bushwhacker, Golovkin, and Dean Aces are all there for the minors. And then came Catch a Ruby. Further back then was Peggy Sue Shannon, Rococo, and right about her.